What I'm about to share has all the signs of a real conspiracy. Not a conspiracy theory, but a plot against me. From what I can tell, there is a plot against me that has been running for a very long time. In this two-part video, I will share with you the footage of a strange incident that took place on March 16, 2024. I believe that this footage contains clues about the criminal conspiracy against me. I will show you my layperson forensic analysis and the conclusion that it leads to. I must stress that the content in this video, like all videos on this channel, have not been verified in a court of law. I am neither passing blame to any party nor claiming certainty beyond a reasonable doubt about the conclusions that I pull. This video is strictly what I believe the clues in the footage I will show you are suggesting. Before I continue, I have read few comments on my channel that cast doubt on my testimony. I assure you, I am not making any of this up. If you find criminal harassment hard to believe, that may simply just be because, at times, life is stranger than fiction. So please be courteous when leaving a comment. And for everybody else that have been kind in their comments and supportive, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Better. In the early afternoon of March 16, 2024, something unusual happened outside of my home. A Caucasian man walked up the alley next to my home and put a beer bottle on top of my neighbor's fence. This was strange, so I decided to take a look further. I got a video footage of the event, which I will share with you now. As you watch the footage, pay close attention to the setting, what the person is wearing, how he is moving, and any other detail that stands out to you as odd, as peculiar or noteworthy, specifically for the context of criminal harassment that I find myself in. And please share in the text box below. I'm interested to know what you think. All right, here's the footage. I will now share with you what stood out to me and conclude with what all this may mean. Here is what I found peculiar. First, time and place. It is the afternoon, 2:25 p.m., in a residential area. This is not drinking hour time, and it is rare to see someone outside with an opened beer bottle in this neighborhood. At the time, I lived in a middle-class neighborhood with duplex homes, low-rise apartments, and a bit over half of the residents have a university diploma or higher. About 48% are married. Plus, just a block away from the alley is an elementary school. That means there are a lot of kids around, this block is family-oriented, and there is some level of security and neighborly decorum. Second, notice where he specifically places the bottle. It is not just on any part of the fence, but in a corner where it is partly covered by shrubs It is as if he wanted to conceal the bottle from the general public but have it visible to a few people. If this person had simply found a beer bottle during his walk and, being a good Samaritan, was intending that it would be placed in the recycle bin, he would put the bottle in a location where it would be easy to see, like on the floor next to a gate. Or he could have simply put it in a public bin himself. But no, he went out of his way to place the bottle on the corner where it is partly concealed from view. Third, on the list of what stands out for me, is that the bottle is placed parallel my home, which had two separate units, one for my neighbor and one for me. This means that my neighbor could see the bottle through his window and I could see it from my balcony. And since the gates of our units opened into the alleyway, it also means that we could see the bottle every time we left the house. Fourth, how many of you know of this brand called Pt.1? From what I see online, the top 10 most popular brands of beer in Canada include Budweiser, Bud Light, Coors Light, Molson Canadian, Corona Extra, Kokanee, Heineken, Stella Artois or Stella Artois, Guinness, and Michelob Ultra. Someone went out of their way to get a brand of beer that is not really known in this area. It is fringe. Number 5 of what I found peculiar. Notice how this person keeps his face turned away from the camera. In fact, for the majority of the footage, he is looking away. And this is particularly obvious after placing the bottle on the fence. He is looking down and to his left, instead of looking ahead of himself when he walks away, which is the normal posture one takes. He looks away from the camera, as if he knew it was there. In light of this, I believe the sunglasses he is wearing are also an attempt to further conceal his identity. Number 6, last but not least on what stood out to me, is the dog that is with him. This is a German Shepherd.
Actually, it looks more like a Belgian Shepherd instead of a German Shepherd.
Often used in canine units. It is a popular breed of dogs used in the military and police. So, to recap, here are the 6 things that stood out to me in this video footage. Number 1, the time and neighborhood or general area of the beer bottle appearing. Its location on the corner of the fence. The bottle is parallel and visible from where my neighbor and I live. The beer brand is pretty fringe in this part of the world. The man in the footage appears to be concealing his identity. And lastly, the dog is a popular breed in the military and the police. In the military and the police. The dog is a popular breed in the military and the police. In the military and the police. All these are odd elements of the event. The next question then is, what does this tell us? What do these abnormalities suggest? I believe it suggests that what we are looking at is a staged setting. Although the only external prop used is the bottle, The surrounding environment was strategically chosen because of the specific meanings it contains within this context of criminal harassment campaign. In other words, this is not just a bottle, but a message in a bottle. Naturally, this inspires additional questions.
Where was I? Questions like, what is the message in the bottle?
And who is the intended audience of the message?
Who is the sender? What is the reason for sending the message?
And why in such an encrypted manner? Why not be direct?
Lastly, how did they know I would not just see the bottle, but try to make sense of it?
What do you think?
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us.
And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Any thoughts about these questions? Any potential answers? Well, join me in part 2 of this video series where I will answer the first question. The message in the bottle.